So good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Thursday the 20th of February. So looking at the euro dollar first, and well, it's yesterday pitched up a little bit in the end. This morning it's rolled over a little bit so far, but maybe trying to put a bottom in here. It's sitting into the weekly S1. It's certainly a bottoming sort of pattern, maybe a bit of divergence running across the lows there, may hold on here. I'll take the volume off there for a moment. Just on a 60-minute chart, let me just 30. Let's just switch this to 60 so we can see what's going on here. Well, daily pivot above there already been hit. It's all looking a little bit messy, but as I say, there is a bit of divergence going on there, so could see some more upside if it does start pushing up. Well, from this point of view, break of that trend line would probably be a trigger. Looking towards yesterday or this morning's highs, 108.20 maybe, if it can do that. So that's the euro. It's not my favourite at the moment for sure. Looking at the pound, well, at 2 yesterday suffered. Well, actually suffered. Where's the euro? Actually bounced a little bit. Looking like it's not far off those prior lows there. It went on the bodies, down to the bodies this morning so far, but this may still provide us opportunities on the short side. I'd like a little retracement to sell into. Oh, saying that, it has got the daily pivot above it. Maybe if it breaks that 60-minute 8 and starts moving, that may be a trade back if the euro's pushing as well, but the dollar is so strong at the moment, so just watching that. There is again a bit of divergence sitting across the lows here. Yep, still sitting across the lows there. So but as I say, dollar strength is the key thing at the moment, so potential for that to push up there. Untouched pivot is always a reasonable probability, so there's the potential on cable. Otherwise it would be selling into well, all the key moving averages I'm looking at are above that level for me, so it's probably a patience game. If it just carries on rolling here, I'll just be waiting. Okay, dollar yen certainly took a hammering yesterday, and it's pushed up again this morning so far. Again, as I say, this dollar strength through these markets. No divergence here, just continuing to push. At some point I'm sure we'll see well, there's a bit of divergence actually on the 60-minute here, and a daily pivot below. The way it's been going, may not see that pivot hit, but maybe if it starts breaking down past the 60-minute 8, it sort of makes it look more attractive potentially. So but that would be a potential opportunity, but whether it will pull back that far in terms of what it's been doing. I mean, this strength of the dollar has been so good versus the strength of the yen in the past, so I would be wary of that one. Okay, Aussie dollar. Don't like it when you look at these markets that they've moved so much. Aussie dollar wipes out the prior lows there and continues on the downside there. Employment data came out sort of half and half. The employment change was positive. The unemployment rate dropped to 5.3 from 5.2, so sorry, increased rather. So it's a bit of a negative number, but crikey, it's still in low employment numbers. But here we are. It's as I say, it's really dollar strength coming through these markets. It's not too much. It's tried to have a nip up here. It's earlier on there into that 60-minute 8 there, not managed to break, and it's rolling from that at the moment. Not really much there to be done for me. Okay, whoops. So that's the Aussie. Canadian dollar. If you're looking at this, really it's a bullish flag sitting across there. Again, pushing up the dollar strength this morning. It's already hit the daily pivot here, so that takes that target away. S1 hit. Probability of the trade's not great on this, so we'll leave that alone. But maybe from that flag a break later on, and it could continue to the upside, depending how the the dollar continues. That's pretty much it. Anyone looking at the S&Ps? Let's just look at the S&Ps briefly. Yesterday, let's just come back a step there. Well, say yesterday, might as well just it's continued pushing up yesterday, pitched up a little bit further this morning, closed that gap yesterday. That was the key thing there I was looking at. It's closed that, it's now broken, made new highs there, new all-time highs, and we're continuing in that mode basically. Overall looking bullish here now. In the 60 minutes had a decent retrace back to its 60-minute 50, but does look like you may see a continuation there. So that's pretty much it in terms of news today. We've got retail sales at 9:30, UK retail sales at 9:30, may give us a bit of volatility on the pound there. And then we've got the ECB monetary policy meeting accounts coming out at 12:30. The latter, well, we don't often see too much coming from it, and now Draghi's gone, I'll probably believe that the meeting accounts will be true to what was actually said. It again made the effect of those may drop on the markets. Okay, I wish you a great one. Bye for now.